So it seems to me pretty obvious that Mother Earth is calling us to pay some attention. So the tree guys that came and did the work for us, we had a hurricane through, right? Everybody kind of heard about that. But what's interesting is they said that they don't think this is a hurricane. They actually think that a tornado touched down. So there's my house right there. And between me, I lost those 8 trees, not giant ones, but 8 trees. You kind of see how big some of them are. They're not huge. They're white oaks. They're not small either. This is the size of my hand. So we lost 8 trees. A couple of them was pretty small. Some were decent size. This is my neighbor's tree that he lost right across from us, next to us. They lost a big boy. So Mother Nature's calling us to pay attention. I think everybody knows that. I also think that it's unfortunately, we've had this preoccupation with war forever, as long as human males have been in large enough groups to be stable. Once you get stable and able to eat, then you start fighting, right? And I've heard it with companies too. The problems don't come when there's struggle. When small companies are getting going, everybody chips in, everybody works hard, people don't worry about stuff so much. But it's when the money starts coming that people start fighting. So ultimately, I think that the challenges and the disasters are, unfortunately, as much as people say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, people on the whole, and I know plenty of people like me and others are probably, hey Avi, did the jet work? Put it on jet, buddy. We're trying to spray out this root structure a little bit and see if we can't. I was trying to cut the roots and get this treehouse to drop back down, but it's not going yet. Take a half a step back, buddy. That's the jet? Is that the fastest, hardest it's going?
If we need it, they'll be on the...
So, as I was saying, I think that ultimately we're on a... Yeah, bud. I'm gonna turn off I'm gonna turn on a sprinkler setting that almost all the sprinklers are off, and you'll have more pressure. I think that ultimately, we're on a trajectory of humanity that's coming off of this last crazy 100 years of being completely out of balance, completely far into the male energetic, far into consumption, creation. It's incredibly creative and powerful period of time, but at the same time very destructive. And I think that we had 100 years of that. We're coming out of it. We're going to be forced out of it. A lot of people, I was very worried about resource constraints for a long time. And actually, in a way, I do feel as though resource constraints are an issue in some ways. But I really think I think that we're much more coming to a state of our main resource that's being manipulated and misused is our use of love. How we use love, and we've been using love to consume literally the earth's goodness and our own souls and each other. And we're going to be forced into a state of putting that power, which is ultimately what we have as human beings, to express. It's all expression of love or a lack of expression of love. And even hatred and war is a misguided expression of that passion. It's just twisted, right? So it's really all we can do as human beings is express love, or shut down. And I, in my own way, have been thwarted in expressing love in a way that is that better? Great. That in my own path and my own expression of myself in this life have been so wanting to make a difference for people, and I've been trying to figure out how to make money coaching people and training people, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, I just want to give that away. It hasn't felt right to me for a while to charge people to support them with coaching and training. I now just want to give that away. Well, come on, buddy, turn on the jet.
Okay.
Turn on the jet. You only got a couple minutes with the so it turned off. It turned off? Huh. All right, let me double check. So, at this point, I just want to give that stuff away. And I'm going to, I'm like, what can I monetize it with that's interesting to me and I think is timely? I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give away coaching and training. And I'm going to ask people to buy health coverage from me, introduce me to people that need health coverage. And then within the next couple of years, I'm going to extend it into financial services as well. Because I think it's another area where most people are getting pretty misguided. Not in an evil way. I just think most financial advisors just don't know. They follow a standard line that frankly puts a lot of people at risk. So, those areas are a way that I can, in a very simple and straightforward way, with the teams that I have and the partners that I have, can help to create what I need for my family, so that I can then focus on the hard part and give away to many more people that I could ever, service. in a let's see here. 2. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Sorry for the terrible video, but just wanted to share a little bit. And really what I'm doing at this point is I'm going to start getting word out like, hey, you need coaching, you need training, like I'm giving that away. And I want to find out what schedule will work for people. I have an idea of what the topics are, but I want to hear more specifics from people on what topics they'd really like to have drilled into. And just get word out like, hey, yeah, self-employed people, small businesses, give them health coverage, and that'll monetize my supporting people on all the other stuff. Relationships, finding and expressing themselves in their career, in their art. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for now. Love Mother Nature, love our mother, like we need to wake up to that one. It's going to make a huge difference for us as human beings to be able to come together and heal the planet. Avi, keep it focused where we need it, bub. Keep it focused where we need it. Well, you just got to keep it focused there, because that's the only place. I'm not going to cut over in the middle of there. I need to cut along this line. Here, let me see that for a sec, son.
You need to cut right there.
This is really the spot right here along this edge. What we're trying to do is, so see, yeah, so basically keep it focused right here, buddy, because this is the line. Like, you can imagine if I'm going to take the saw and cut right down here, that's the area that I need to see what I'm doing, right along there. So just spray that out so that so I can see actually what I'm doing, and I don't want to get I might have to keep my saw away from the concrete. No, please keep it on jet. Keep it on jet. All right, I'm going to turn this off.